5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's sweet. It's your boy. Hi, Flair. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. And yes, Deadpool is back, motherfuckers. That movie was incredible. Oh my god. You doing good? I am doing great. It is a good day to be a fan of comic book movies. Like, I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. I feel like that's a little loud. There we go. That's probably a little bit better. Alright. But yes! It is, well, Deadpool Wolverine is phenomenal. That opening scene is... Also, I'm sure spoilers will be talked about for Deadpool and Wolverine, so if you're not bothered, or if you're not going to be bothered by that, feel free to stick around, but I'm sure spoilers will be talked about in some capacity, so if you don't want the movie to be spoiled, that's on you. Just letting you know that right now. But, oh my god, it's so good. I went to go see it on Friday, and I think in my spoiler-free video, like I say, like, oh, I saw it yesterday. Yeah, because I recorded that on Saturday. I recorded that spoiler-free review video like 7 times, 8 times. And I legit couldn't get it right. I had a great take, and the hum of this microphone, you can't really hear it right now, but the hum of this microphone was so egregious. It was so bad that I had to re-record it again. I basically had to keep unplugging and plugging the microphone back in just so I can get rid of this stupid hum. If for anybody who's watching my Avatar trivia series, like the last few shorts that have come out have had it horrible. And I didn't catch it, weirdly enough, when I was making those shorts, whether it's something about the audio in my my audio levels in my editing software are so different. I didn't catch it when I was making those shorts. And so the past handful of shorts, they've had this hum, this annoying ass hum. And that's one of the reasons why I had to redo all of August's Avatar trivia or whatever I had done at that point, just because this hum was part of the reasons I had to redo it. How's it going, Nick? So it was... You were Marvel Jesus, and then somebody else actually died and came back 3 years later. Okay, 5 years later, but who's counting? You see, you call yourself Marvel Jesus, but when somebody actually dies in Marvel and then comes back... like, we actually have a kind of a figure like that in Marvel now. We can actually say RDJ is a form of Marvel Jesus. He was there at the beginning. He's going to be there at the end. And yeah, huge Avatar fan. Same with Marvel. You will fit in very nicely here. I love, that's like the only two branches of this channel is Marvel, or not Marvel, but comic books in general and Avatar. And like that whole shelf, I'm sure everybody else is tired of me talking about the top of the shelf. That is only Avatar stuff. Chronicles of the Avatar series, original show, comics, and then slightly down there with the orange tab, that is Legend of Korra comics, all the art books, these 3 like random books, the cookbook, the vinyl sitting right there, and of course my big ass poster. So biggest thing Marvel ever did was bringing RDJ back as a Doctor Doom. I was hoping Cillian Murphy, actually Oppenheimer, not, I forget who RDJ played in Oppenheimer. Loved the movie. I forget the person that RDJ played. But hey, Akari, how's it going? My day is going fine. It's a Wednesday. I can't complain. I decided to stand for this stream, or at least start standing, so kind of moving a little bit more. But I discovered if I aux into my microphone, you can kind of see my cord there, I can actually hear my own voice. For the first time on stream, I can actually hear myself talk. Kind of like talking with earplugs in is essentially what I was doing there for like months to years. But now that means I'm tied to my microphone. So the Bluetooth headphones have now become wired. I'm just trying it out, seeing how I feel about it. And I do enjoy actually being able to hear myself talk for once. My friends would say that that's a bad idea. Am I going live next Wednesday? I plan to, yes. I will be missing this Sunday for those who don't know, because I will be out of town. And I have prepped myself with a little bit of light reading. I've already packed my light reading. A little bit of light reading for my weekend, my extended weekend. Like, a lot of this I've purchased over the last couple of weeks. But kind of, alrighty, make sure I don't bang it on the desk. But I today have just finished Sorcerer's Stone on a reread, so I'm packing the next 2 Harry Potters. I just got this yesterday? The day before? Yesterday. It was yesterday. The first volume of what James Gunn is adapting for his Batman Brave and the Bold. So, fun fact, that is Dick Grayson, not Bruce Wayne. But Bruce Wayne does take back over shortly into the series. But I'm going to be not trying to knock this out over the weekend. How was my weekend? My weekend last weekend was actually pretty busy. Like I was telling everybody else on Saturday, this past Saturday, I was working on the Avatar trivia for August. And I realized that a lot of it was bad. Bad takes. Oh, this hum, my microphone was failing, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. So I'm like, oh, I am missing my stream tomorrow to get this stuff done. So I had to cancel Sunday stream so like Avatar trivia could be put out, and I don't have to sacrifice my sleep or my day job. So it was basically between uploading Avatar trivia late, which was going to be really late because of this trip I'm planning, or I sacrifice my sleep and my sanity, which means I sacrifice my performance at work, or I have to say goodbye to one stream to ensure that I'm able to get this stuff out on time and get it out on time with quality. And so I decided that the stream had to go for Sunday. And the good news is that as of like 11 o'clock last night, August's Avatar trivia is completely done and scheduled for uploads. All I have to do is a weird thing with YouTube where tomorrow morning I will have the long form videos go up, and then I just have to relate all of the shorts back to it. That's the only work I have left to do. And it takes like 10 minutes, so it's not that bad. But whoever picked RDJ when you have Cillian Murphy, like Napoleon said, there's nothing we can do. Don't have a problem with it anymore. I'm warming up to RDJ being Doctor Doom. First time I heard it, I was like, I don't know. It was more of like the whole, like, almost like political reasons. Like, why would you bring RDJ back? Like, I'd rather him stay away from Marvel just to cement Iron Man's death. But I trust Marvel. I trust Kevin Feige. I trust the Russo brothers, and ultimately, I do trust RDJ. I think they're cooking for Avengers 5 and 6. Plan to do a race with your friend in the park and drive his car there, and you can ride your bike there. It depends on your starting line, man. If you have a closer starting point and you have the ability to cut through parks and cut through on like shortcuts, you got a chance. Avatar trivia, who's the oldest Avatar? 1. Think I missed a message? What that is? On Discord? Oh, yeah, probably. I haven't been on Discord in a little while. I'm hopping on Discord. Avatar trivia, who's the oldest Avatar? It was Avatar 1. W-A-N. Also a sound-alike for one. So not a, like how Neo in the Matrix is an anagram for the word one, because he's the one. N-E-O-O-N-E. One is supposed to sound like one. But it was revealed in season 2, the beginnings, I think episodes are called. Oh, jeez. Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. I love Clone High. If you send me a message, I don't see it. Trivia about Marvel. Who was the first Marvel hero? Ooh. I know. Are we going all the way back to National Comics? Back when Marvel was called National Comics? Are we going all the way back then? Honestly, I don't know. Captain America was 45? 44? Earlier 40s? All the way back to National Comics? That I don't know. I'm a DC nut. Like, I know DC mostly. Bot version of Human Torch. The bot version of Human Torch. I don't know. But, yeah, like, kind of going back to this, though. Like, Flash, Hellblazer, Wonder Woman by George Perez back in the late 80s. Ultimate Avengers, Old Man Logan, Infinity Gauntlet, Sinestro Corps War, a Doctor Strange bit. Oh, I can't wait to, like, just be neck deep in all these. It might be Namor the Submariner. Namor, it could be. I don't think it is. Namor is an old ass character. Fun fact: Namor is older than Aquaman. Fun fact. I don't know what it. I don't know, because it's not Captain America. It's like Captain America or I don't remember. Oh, I got a fun fact. In the first Avenger, Captain America: The First Avenger, you have the scene, like the montage of Cap punching Hitler, right? And you all might know that that was the original cover, and you actually see these comic books in the movie where Cap is punching Hitler. But those aren't actually the first that same issue that we have in real life, because on the cover of that issue in real life, you have a small little bit of Bucky in the corner. When Bucky was originally a kid, he's supposed to be copied from Robin in Marvel Comics. The Marvel Comics copied Robin to Batman and created Bucky for Captain America. So Bucky originally was a little kid sidekick. But in the MCU, Bucky was not only not a kid, wasn't a hero, he was just in the army, which makes him a hero because military heroes, whatnot. But he wasn't a superhero. He wasn't the Winter Soldier. He wasn't like a Howling Commando yet. So he wasn't known. So he's excluded on all of the, like, in-movie comics that the kids are reading that was paying homage to the original Captain America comic where he's punching Hitler. Bucky's not there in the movie because he shouldn't be. At least not yet. It'd be kind of funny if he was, though. Be like, movie didn't really think it through. No, they thought it through. He's appropriately not in the movie. On the comic. I got a feeling like somebody is going to make that like a clickbait. Bucky Barnes is not actually in Captain America. It's because he's not in the cover of the comic and it's clickbait, whatever. That's just where my brain goes. I wouldn't do clickbait like that. At least I wouldn't try to like actively do clickbait like that. I mean, look at my titles. Look at the title for this stream. It's Bioshock Day 6. You can't get much more matter of fact than that. Oh, what you guys changing around your profile pictures? Where I read your chats, I don't have profile pics. I'll be perfectly honest. JFK, you did make your profile pic JFK from Clone High. Oh, good lord. But yes, I will miss Sunday's stream. I will be live next Wednesday. Or at least I will plan to be live next Wednesday. With more Bioshock, unless we happen to finish it tonight, which I don't plan to. Man, you know how much I really hate dumb clickbait videos. I fell for like 2. Like the past 24 hours. When you free from stream. I don't understand the question. The 2 I like really got hit with were the 2 I really got hit with what was it? The clickbait titles. I'm a big fan of M&J TV, the Pokemon YouTuber. I've been a big fan of his for like, oh Jesus, probably about 10 years. And so he had a video published just a couple days ago. He does like a, Yai Loai series called Espitipi. And I think that was actually the first time I legitimately said the title of that series. He's been doing it for like 6 years. And this is the first time he just announced, he's like, this is the last one. It's not the last one. He's switching it over to another channel that he has because he just has different plans for that channel that he's been uploading it to for like 6 years. So I'm like, oh, damn it, I got hit with clickbait. And then like another, like just today, I got hit with a Gotham chess video. And I don't play chess, so please don't ask me. Which means I know all of you are now going to ask me. But it was just titled Bye. You know, like, seriously? Like, damn it. Oh, I see the messages now. I see. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get a notification. Akari, I didn't get a notification. I swear to God, just didn't see. Why don't we go and get ready for Bioshock though? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna have a drink. One drink. I'm gonna have 1 can of alcohol while I stream this. There's my can. Here's a can of cola. This is a 25-ounce can of beer. This is a local stout from a nearby brewery. Oh, so tasty. Let me go and get my scene correct. There we go. Oh, you guys can't see the bottom of that. This is what I want to do is... I think I did that right. There we go. Ah, beautiful. Let me go and turn the music off. There we go. All right. Alrighty, I'm gonna double check. Alright, music volume is on 0, because I have to be careful. I have gotten hit with copyright strikes because of the music that's in this game. Not strikes, sorry. More like copyright notifications. Like, hey, be careful. No, we're not restarting. God, no. If I accidentally deleted the data of this, I would actually probably quit and go to a different game. I'm not gonna lie. If my brother were here, he'd just replay it all in like one sitting. But not him, because he's played this game I don't know how many fucking times. So, let's see, we were trying to move my microphone back. So we were trying to get this EMP built. I remember that. We had just gotten... That's right, we had just gotten all the little sisters. Kybers was working on a device that would overload the central harmonic core in Hephaestus. Unfortunately, he has never finished it before he finished English is hard. Unfortunately, he never finished it before he disappeared. You'll have to finish his work. Take all the required components to the workshop area where the casing is. Place them in the bomb casing to complete the bomb. Now let's talk about our weaknesses for this race. Now my weaknesses for this race. This is the race between him and his friend. He's driving, and then Nick is biking. For this race are the step hills and pedestrians and cars, motorbikes. Right. Which, I mean, it's easier to bike around somebody than it is to drive around them, in my personal opinion. Alright. So, okay. Never finish these CMP bombs, so you have to find the 3 remaining components and bring them back to assemble your bomb yourself. Okay, what components are there? What components do I need? Known as red lights? Yes, red lights are also important. I don't know what components I need. Let me go on and close the crawl space door just so that way nothing really follows me back here. I don't recall. What do I need? These items are listed in your journal. Okay, where is... Cool. What are they? Okay. I need to find 2 quarter cans of ionic gel, 1 nitroglycerin charge, and 4 R30... The internet has ruined my brain. That is not Rule 34. It's just R34 wire clusters. We will not be looking that up. Hola! Oh, you motherfucker. Eat lead. His weakness is race, red traffic lights and roads, blocked roads. Yeah. Which game I play? This is Bioshock. I play Bioshock. It's a game from 2007. Which is... I say it every stream, but this was my brother's favorite game. He kept me up many nights when I was in high school with him playing this. And I never played it, and so I'm like, let's play it. I live stream games. I can be entertaining if I try. I hope. And let's go and give it a try. So, yeah. Have I ever done a race like that before, Kevin? I mean, sure, probably. Not anytime recently. But if my brother were here, he'll just say, like, get over it. This was 10 years ago when he kept me up, like, night after night. You think I play Bioshock very well? Oh, thank you. I'm not on the hardest difficulty. And I've died a couple of times. But luckily, I never got stuck thus far, knock on wood. I'd actually, like, really, like, hit the wood, like, knock on it actually, like, very hard. But with my microphone being connected to a boom arm that's connected to the table, it would just, you know, echo and kind of be annoying on your end, so I'll just lightly tap my wooden desk. So I kind of want to... Basically what I have to do, if memory serves, is run around and find these components. So I don't really listen to that arrow for the time being, and I'm just going to be running around and taking care of shit.
I tracked the problem that was blocking the tubes here, and you'll never believe where I ended up. The damn farmer's market, clear on the other end of Rapture. I fixed it right up and installed some new gaskets. Oof, what a mess. Anyway, the code is 0512 if you ever need to get back in there to do maintenance.
So he said 0512, but he was also near the... So I'd actually have to go back So that's actually not near where I'm at. I'd have to go like that. That's replayability right there. That's sending me back to take care of something. Hi. Nitroglycerin. That's what I want, isn't it? Yeah, nitroglycerin. I want that. Let me have that. I want that. Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme the nitroglycerin. How long will I be streaming? I typically go between 3 to 4 hours. So, starting around 7:15, I will go until about 10:15 to 11:15. Ooh, intriguing switch. I got the nitroglycerin. Whoop. Since when?
A man builds a city at the bottom of the sea. That's a marvel. Another man happens to be
Oh, I flipped that switch so it opened up the nitroglycerin, but also revealed another turret. Gotcha.
That sounds more like a miracle.
So, yeah, let's go in and drop stuff off as we go. Can I do that? Nah. Let's just keep on looking. Get everything all at once and come back and drop it all in. Hi, bitch. Is that what I think it is? That is what I think it is. That's a big daddy. We'll leave him alone. I don't hear a little sister. Ooh. That's a downed Big Daddy. Give me an R34 wire cluster. That still sounds wrong to say. Okay, that is actually on my side. Gene bank. I really don't need a gene bank. I really want... I have a lot of Atom, don't I? I can go and get some good upgrades. Where is an Atom bank? Ooh, I'm actually not that far from one. Is that one? Oh, that's right. That's a rigged. That's a little sister. I thought I healed all the little sisters. Armored shell. When the bullets and blows are blasting away, you need all the protection that you can get. Armored shell 2 provides more protection than our competitor. Considering I have armored shell 1, let's go and replace that right away. Ooh, assassin.
Me, an assassin. That's rich. I could have gone along, I suppose. Spliced up. Forgot. I believed in this place. I believed in Ryan. But when it got hard, Ryan didn't believe in Rapture. Didn't believe in the Great Chain. He believed in power. And now this place is busto. And my girl is... gone. Worse than gone. One of those... things. So am I an assassin? Well, only one way to find out.
Be a voice actor, couldn't I? Hear how well I was able to mimic her? Did a pretty good job. Alright, we want to get more of these slots. Yeah, give me a health upgrade. Give me an Eve upgrade. Ooh. We want that. Let's get... What here would be a good one to go for? I think I'll do Incinerate and Human Inferno. Just completely upgrade my fire usage. And then, yeah, grab the shotgun. Ooh, weapon upgrade station. Okay. I want to, yeah, let's reduce that. I've been wanting that for a little while, actually. And a maximum Eve. And there's a gene bank right upstairs. We can actually customize a lot of the stuff I just got. Ooh, just got that.
Turned away from your life.
Hello, Spider Splicer. And up the stairs we go. So, this is my plasmids. I already have the extra slot open. Physical tonics. I already have all that I want with these, right? Yeah. Engineering tonics. Yeah, I want vending machine. Or wait. Vending expert 2 is what I want there. And I mean, one fewer alarm tile, one fewer overload and tile and hacking. Yeah, that's what I want. That should make everything easier when it comes to hacking. And then, I mean, when struck, damaging all around me, increases damage I deal to cameras, bots, and turrets. I mean, I don't know if I really need that one. Armored shell, already have these. Frozen fields, damage research. Yeah, let's do Human Inferno instead. And there we go. Now whenever I want to use my fire, I'm good to go. For those who are wondering where I get like all these powers from, it basically boils down to I have wrench and other guns, or I have powers like fire, or telekinesis, or electric bolts, or the security bullseye, which does something. Hypnotize the big daddies, which is what that big, like, deep sea diver looking dude is in fire and such. Like that's Big Daddy. But I always like the electric. So right now, how are we doing for items? I want to get another quarter can of ionic gel and 2 more R34 clusters, which so far I've only found those on Big Daddies, so I might have to kill another Big Daddy or 2. I'm not looking forward to that. But isn't there another Big Daddy around here? Like, didn't I kill one last week, which is where I'm getting these other R34 clusters, which means I'd only have to kill 1 more Big Daddy. That'd be nice, because I've already killed 3 on this level. Because I looted all these, right? Yeah, I did. Hi. That's a Big Daddy. Oh, you got some health on you, bud. And there's the big daddy that I killed. So I only need one more cluster. No, you don't heal yourself. Well, that'd be terrifying. Alright, so I think I do have to kill this big daddy, which is going to suck, to say the least. So let's go in and prep here. Yeah, those are going to be nice. The big sweating buck will probably do better for me. Yeah, say that napalm. Yeah, keep that in armor piercing. What else do I have? Incendiary? Yeah, probably incendiary. I don't need anti-personal. Wait, do I? Anti-personal. Damn it. Weapons, machine gun, anti-personal. Advanced ammo, anti-personal auto round, small amount of anti-personal damage. Okay, that doesn't help. I assume that that won't help against Big Daddy here. I have 2 proximity mines, so let's get those prepped right now. And then... Alright, here he comes. And... that was surprisingly easy. These incendiary bolts. Holy shit. Alright, we got the R34 clusters. Okay, I think that was probably my easiest Big Daddy fight I've ever had to do. Is there anything back there? There is. I'm maxed out on napalm, apparently. And there we go. I think that's everything. Noogle put ionic gel in the EMP bomb. And I think, yeah, we got everything. Let's go put that bomb together. Holy cow, that was faster than I thought. So we're going back to the office of Andrew Ryan. What the actual hell? What the what? What are you? Jesus. None of those are what I want. That's what I want. None of those. This is actually precisely what I want. There we go. And then I can use this, there, use this, there, use this here, and then grab that, put that there. And there we go. Got it. With time to spare. Will be. Fight for me. Ooh, E-Pipo. Let's play the new game. Is that a whale call or a Big Daddy? I suddenly don't want to play that game. I forget I ever said that. Thank you. ¿Dónde está el Papa Grande? Me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for beans! Real ones know the meaning. Drinking alcohol restores a small amount of E rather than drinking. Why don't I go and take care of the thing I need to take care of first, and then I come back and start inventing shit? I think that sounds fair. Shit, you're still alive. Thank you for the kerosene, my brother. Ah, somebody tricked the... I got a feeling that's gonna come in handy having that shut. Yes, I just put that up my ass.
Does it look like it's a real bomb? It better. You got to put it on the core, past geothermal control. And we'll see if these needle noses knew what the hell they were talking about.
I'm sorry, Father. I'll do what you...
I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple quick edits here. Because for some reason... There we go. I don't know why your screen was so distorted. Does that look better? It was distorted, like it was too like stretched vertically, the screen. How's that looking?
I wore it for you, Father. Is what you like. His light shineth even down here in the murk. Deliver! I will drown you!
Oh. Come on! Incinerate. Hmm. I thought I was at a UN vent. Oh, yes, please. Let's hack this. Oh, I just fucked. I just got fucked. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. And we're just gonna take a little bit of damage. That'll work. Yeah, nice. Then I can run back here, right? There's a place to heal around here, right? Is there, Big Daddy? Is there a healing joint around here? Oh, boo. Oh, that's what that is? Oh, really? Alright. Hephaestus's core.
I'm sorry, Father. I'll do what you say. I'll do what you say.
Hello, Daddy. Hello. I love you, Daddy. Here they are.
Looks like the ocean's got an itch to retake this corner of Rapture.
Here they are.
This happened right after the start of the war. Read about it in the papers.
I love you, Daddy.
I'll see what I can dig up to help.
That's how to go around it. Yeah, that's the one I want. And that's the one I want. Drop you there, and drop you there. Am I gonna cover all these? Why not? Fuck it. Look at that. Look at that. Wrong button, but I'm happy. What we'll do is we'll drop you there. Then we'll put you here. Then you here, and then you there. And I just realized that this was sitting right there. We're good. It is on my side. I've got a feeling that I'm gonna want
No
these.
engineer, but if I read these plans right, you can channel that magma flow using the redirect valve. It'll boil off that water right quick, and you'll be able to reach the core. Orion's sure to take notice. Might want to set up a perimeter just to be certain.
Set up a perimeter? Way ahead of ya. Come on, one more horizontal. There we go. That's what I want. Fight for me. Those will come real handy. I have 7 things of Eve. I have 2 pretty strong things in my side.
Will these creatures kill you? Even I don't know. As you drag me closer to the abyss, you pull yourself right along with me. I offer you quick death, perhaps. It would be preferable to living
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, there we go. We're good. Alright. Now what? Is this a run for your life type of moment?
Are they all dead? Hope so. Best be heading on to the core.
Oh. I has elevator. Ever rode a tandem bike before? No, I have not ridden a tandem bike before. Have you? Has anybody here ridden a tandem bike? I didn't think they'd be very fun, personally. Like, there's a novelty to it, where it's like fun the first time, but I feel like it'd get kind of, I don't know,
So far away
boring.
from your family, from your friends, from everything you ever loved. But for some reason, you like it here. You feel something you can't quite put your finger on. Think about it for a second, and maybe the word will come to you. Nostalgia.
Tandem bike? No, I know exactly what a tandem bike is. I just don't think it'd be very fun.
What did Atlas offer you? Piece of my plundered city? Mark my words, your only reward will be a knife in the back.
Yeah, I've kind of figured I'm on my own down here. Shit has hit the fan! We're running, we're running, we're running.
Though my physical defenses fall, you'll not defeat me. My strength is not in steel and fire, but in my intellect and will. You hear me, Atlas? Andrew Ryan offers you nothing but ashes.
What the flying fuck? Where is shit? Jesus! Napalm! Burn, motherfuckers! Good lord!
In the end, all that matters to me is me. And
Okay.
all that matters to you is you.
It just hit the fan. Okay. There's no little sisters.
Even in the book of lies, sometimes you find truth. There is indeed a season for all things. And now that I see you, flesh to flesh and blood to blood, I know I cannot raise my hand against you. But know this, you are my greatest disappointment. Does your master hear me? Atlas, you can kill me, but you will never have my city. My strength is not in steel and fire. That is what the parasites will never understand. A season for all things. A time to live and a time to die. A time to build and a time to destroy! Come now, my child. There is one final thing to discuss.
Initial deployment, Vita Chamber. Client Orion Industries, a stage 1. Sinclair and Alexander tried to explain the science to me, but Suchan does not believe them. They keep saying plasmid reconstruction this and quantum entanglement and that. And they prove dead people come back to life. Bullshit! Of course, Ryan will only allow it to be tuned to his genetic frequencies for the testing.
What? Ryan set the core to self-destruct. This is different than what you did. He's got a mind to take down the whole damn city. Get in there and whack the chunk for the whole joint blows!
I wonder what's in here. Alright, so what do I want to do? I can't see shit. Would you kindly?
Did you talk to your puppy? She's very pretty.
Thank you, Papa Sushan.
Break her neck for me.
What?
Break that sweet puppy's neck. No, please. Break that puppy's neck. Would you kindly?
Stop me!
Advanced deployment, Lot 111, Dr. Suchong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Baby is now a year old, weighs 58 pounds, and possesses gross musculature of a fit 19-year-old. The results are disappointing, but within expected tolerances.
What the fuck? I got a feeling this is not the end of the game. It's making it out like it's the end of the game.
The assassin has overcome my final defense, and now he's come to murder me. In the end, what separates a man from a slave? Money? Power? No. A man chooses. A slave obeys. You think you have memories. A farm. A family. An airplane. A crash. And then this place. Was there really a family? Did that airplane crash? Or was it hijacked? Forced down. Forced down by something less than a man. Something bred to sleepwalk through life until they are activated by a simple phrase spoken by their kindly master. Was a man sent to kill? Or a slave? A man chooses. A slave obeys. Come in. Stop, would you kindly? Powerful phrase. Familiar phrase.
Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find it? Would you kindly find it? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Sit, would you kindly? Stand, would you kindly? Run! Stop!
I'm not
Turn.
controlling the game.
A man chooses. A slave obeys. Kill! A man chooses. A slave obeys. Obey!
Hurry now! Grab Ryan's genetic key! Now, would you kindly put it in that goddamn machine?
I knew Atlas was not everything he made out to be. Number one, I knew he wasn't because, like, 10 years ago, when my brother was playing this game religiously, he constantly told about the twist that Atlas was not all good. Like, that there was a character that's guiding you through the entire game that's not all good. You know, and that the villain isn't always the villain in this game. So I kind of knew from the get-go that Atlas was not a hero at the very, very least. I was like, I'm 99% sure that this is going to be the last villain of the game. But the would you kindly reveal, that is a damn good reveal. I never thought of that. I genuinely wasn't thinking that. The would you kindlies. All those would you kindlies that I heard throughout the entirety of this game. Fuck! Damn. Every would you kindly. I'm gonna just give it another one. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and keep on going. I don't think I'm at the end of the game. I'd be shocked if I was. I kind of have to obey, don't I? I mean, I just killed Andrew Ryan. There can't be much else. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I don't know where else this game is going to go other than going against Atlas. Right?
Nice work, Bio. It's time to end this masquerade. There ain't no Atlas kid. Never was. Selling my line of work takes on a variety of aliases. Hell, once I was even a Chinaman for 6 months. But you've been a sport, so I guess I owe you a little honesty. The name's Frank Fonte. I gotta say, I had a lot of business partners in my life, but you, of course, the fact that you were genetically conditioned to bark like a cocker spaniel when I said, would you kindly, might have had something to do with it, but still, as soon as that machine finishes processing the genetic key you just fished off Ryan, I'm gonna run Rapture tits to toes. You got a pal, you know what they say, never mix business with friendship. Thanks for everything, kid. Don't forget to say hi to Ryan for me.
Run. New goal. New objective. Survive. Are those the little sisters? Are they helping guide me? Where do I go? Where do I go? How do I get out of here? I came out of up there. I don't know how to get out of here. Wait. How the fuck do I get out of here? I don't know how to get out of here. The door is up there! How do I get out? How do... Shit. I'm gonna sit, just because I'm tired of standing. What? Okay. Tannenbaum's safe house. Because I helped her out with all the little sisters.
Welcome to the city where you were born. You are angry at Fontaine, yes? Now you know the truth. You are his tool, brought back to Rapture to save him. You have saved many of my little ones. I owe you a debt.
All the ones I found. All the ones I could find.
While you sleep, I undo some of Fontaine's mental conditioning. His control is no longer complete, but he can still pull some very unpleasant strings. Free your mind with many locks and keys. Fontaine has most of those keys, but not all. Suchan designed your mind, taught Fontaine to control you. You might find answers in Suchan's flat in Mercury Suites.
Who's he? He's the one who saved me. Who? Come with me. That's mine.
Fuck them kids. We need a pet bar. Can I have my wrench back at least? Is this every little sister I've
There
saved?
he is. The one who will save us all. I like He's here to help us.
This is gonna be every little sister I've saved. That's a lot of little sisters. Did I save that many little sisters? You gonna open the door for me? Well, thank you, little one.
And now you've got hooked up with Tannenbaum, huh, kid? She's a regular mother goose. Alright, fun's fun, kid. But now, go get stepped on by a big daddy. Would you kindly? Huh? I says, would you kindly go get stepped on by a big daddy? Ah, seems like Mother Goose has been playing around in your egg salad. If you won't dance to that tune, I got others. Code Yellow. I just told your brain to tell your heart to stop beating. Not right off the bat, mind you. The heart's a stubborn muscle, but it ain't that stubborn.
Bruh.
Once you are free of Fontaine's control, then you can have your revenge. And we can keep my little ones out of his filthy hands.
Well, that's been very nice. You lowered my maximum health. I paid good Adam for that. Oh, there's two little sisters to save on this level. Oops, sorry, I hit the microphone. And that's a Big Daddy. I don't really feel like hacking it. Dio LeBoc. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Bro, what kind of RNG on that was... What the flying fuck? How are you not triggering any of these bombs? Bruh. Rescue. Bye. Consider yourself saved.
Thank you. Thank you.
We just had a big reveal. Nice shirt. Thank you. My mom made it for me. No joke. She actually did. We just had a big reveal in this game. Yeah, our so-called friend is actually the big villain of the game. Something I definitely didn't see coming because I've known about this for 10 years, back when my brother played the game for the first time. Will you stop throwing shit? Which kind of... Exactly. No, I didn't know about the Would You Kindly bit, but I knew about Atlas. So the Would You Kindly was a genuine... Would You Kindly was a genuine reveal to me. Oh good, that gives me health. Game's plot is so wild, I like Infinite the most. You are in a minority, my friend. I find most people actually dislike Infinite the most. I need health. Where the fuck is the vending machine? Ah, there we go. Ask and you shall receive. I'm happy. People who don't like Infinite don't like the fun. I like the world that scales in ways you don't expect. Yeah, I can see it. Like, I know my brother, because my brother is a, like, Bioshock 1 and 2 fanatic. So he's like, if I want to play Bioshock, I play Bioshocks 1 and 2. He's like, I don't like Infinite. Now, I don't have an opinion because I have not played Infinite yet. Though, my brother also says, as somebody who had played Infinite and knows my, the style of games that I enjoy, he's like, you would likely like Infinite because I love the Infamous series. So I'm like, okay. Fair enough. Engineering comic slot. Can I see those? Please? Do I really need to always be at a gene bank to see those? That's annoying. Gene bank. Where's the gene bank? I want a gene bank. Gib bank. Gib.
That's it, kid. You're busto. My new friends will catch up with you soon. Kid. I hope they make it quick.
Combat and engineering tonic, so I still need one more slot apiece to max that out. And where is that Atom shop? Right over here. I have money for one. And I am going to go for combat tonic. And there's the gene bank. Nice and easy. So, right now I have reduce all physical damage twice, which honestly might be the way to go. Because, I mean, Machine Buster would be nice, but in general, like, reducing damage, especially if Fontaine keeps taking my health away, let's stick with that. So, like, I'll play the whole series. I'll play Bioshock 1, 2, and Infinite, but I will probably take breaks in between them, because I'll be honest, they're not my favorite games. Fucking bitch. Personal build is all wrench all the time. The wrench is low-key the best weapon you have. Like, you never worry about ammo, it's not loud. You can upgrade it pretty damn well. Like, I pretty much have my wrench maxed out, for the most part. I don't know if it's truly maxed out, but I use it, like, so much more than anything else. And I know I don't play the game perfectly, so to speak.
That's cute. Real cute. Oh, did I scare you? Yeah, you run! You run!
But yeah, I can totally see you being an only wrench player. Work for me.
More where that came from.
But how you been over there in good old South Dakota? Let's get in on this action, shall we? Fuck. Sucks. Either have 90 degree sunshine or 40-mile-an-hour wind thunderstorms. That's how it's been here lately. Like, right now we're at, like, hovering around 90s. We've had a lot of rain in the Twin Cities. I pressed B, thank you very much. But look what I have. 25-ounce canned stout. It's so good. Absolute unit. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, come here, Shay.
Hang her on.
Goes crazy. Have you seen speedruns to this game? No, I haven't. I'm not a big speedrun guy. I don't watch a lot of speedruns. But I've heard you can beat this game like crazy fast. Like any percent glitchless is like... It's something crazy. I know my brother told me. He's like, dude, you can beat this game in like a half hour. And I have been determined to get the good ending, where you save all the little sisters. My brother's like, fuck them kids. And I'm sure you'd be the same. But I'm like, you know what? There's added challenge. Let's get it. Like 90% glitchless runs because they sometimes showcase how broken the physics is. Yeah, probably. Like, I can see it. I thought I was on Electro Bolt. I thought I was on Electro Bolt. Thank you very much. I don't think I've ever once looted a grenade box. Not once. Reason is, there is no reason to go for the fuck them kids ending. You can make any build on good ending. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet? It's so good. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but it's... I don't have to go too deep into it. You have not? Okay. If you get a chance, go and see it. In different ways, it is as good, if not better, than the first two Deadpool movies. I will say that. The only thing I'll say that's even some odd person might take as remotely even close to a spoiler is it is Deadpool and Wolverine. Don't let, like, for me, I had the title kind of fool me a little bit. I was expecting Deadpool 3, where it continues a lot of the ideas from the first two Deadpool movies, and it does, but not as much as I was expecting. It is Deadpool and Wolverine in the best way possible. I will leave it at that. I know how you avoid spoilers. That is my spoiler-free way to give my opinion and prepare you in ways that I wish I was prepared while not giving away the plot or any of the jokes or surprises that are in the movie. There is a post-credit scene. It is not like a Nick Fury getting dusted away type impactful post-credit scene, but it is worthwhile to stick around. There is a mid-credits thing, I will say. So there's, if you have to go to the bathroom, there's time in between. You're good. That's my spoiler-free, help you out, what to expect without giving anything away. Anybody else who might be in chat, please don't spoil, because we at least have one person here who has not seen it. And even if only one person has not seen the movie, it's still been out less than a week. Do not spoil it. Because I have two stories here. One of which involves directly me. I'm going to take a break because Bioshock kind of sets me off a little bit just in terms of audio input. So here is also give me a second here. You can kind of hear that hum. Okay. There we go. Hum's gone. So I need a new microphone. So a couple stories about like getting movies spoiled. The first of which happened to my buddy Silver. You've probably heard me talk about this story. The year is 2015. Me and my buddy were sophomores in high school, and the next Avengers movie, Avengers: Age of Ultron, was just released. My buddy, Pandas. If you see Pandas in chat, this is Pandas. He is a massive, not only Green Lantern fan, but any speedster, Flash, Dash from The Incredibles, and especially Quicksilver. He loves speedsters and lanterns. So when he heard that Quicksilver was going to be in the next Avengers movie and it was going to be played by Kick-Ass, he was all for it. He was so excited. He's literally got his ticket. I remember back when we were in 7th grade and Avengers 1 came out, he watched it like, no joke, he claimed to have watched it, and I wouldn't put it past him, 30 times in theaters. He mowed lawns for a summer job, and every single time he had money, every weekend he'd go see Avengers like twice. You remember this? Yeah. And he's walking into the theater for Avengers: Age of Ultron, and as he's walking in, a kid is walking out because he didn't go to the very first showing. I don't even think he was there on the opening night, but he was at least there opening weekend. And he's walking out as a kid. He's walking in as a kid's walking out of the screen. So not the building, but the screen. And as he's walking, as they're passing, the kid goes, "I can't believe Quicksilver died." Imagine you're so hyped to see one of your favorite characters make it to the live action screen in the biggest summer blockbuster, and that they don't live to see the end credits. He said he was that close to walking out of the theater. As noble a death as he has, it still sucks. It's like for me going to see like the first Batman movie and finding out Dick Grayson dies. It's like, really? And then you get the fucking Ralph Boner bullshit reveal in WandaVision. Like, that sucked. But my story is, and you've probably still heard this one, the year's still 2015, actually. It's still 2015. It's just at the end of the year. I am in Star Wars The Force Awakens has just come out. Episode 7. And I am in my Spanish class. This is Friday, day of release. I am still in school. It is still in the AM of release day. This is before like movies started getting shown at like 6 o'clock the Thursday before. This is like, if you wanted to see the movie as soon as possible, it is midnight showing. And you're not done with the movie till close to 3 a.m. Kind of like 3:30 a.m. You're finally walking out of the theater type. Like, you went to see it early as possible. It's still the AM. I am in my Spanish class. Sophomore year of high school. Junior year of high school. And the way we sat is that we sat in groups of 2. So it was like 2, 2, 2, 2. And so I was sitting in the 2 in front and the 1 next to me. So the 3 people directly next to me were all talking. They all went to go see midnight showing together. I had tickets that night. That night, I had tickets to go see it. Still more, day of release, still. It was just evening instead of morning. And they spoiled, they were like, I thought that Kylo was going to turn Han. I was not expecting Kylo to kill Han Solo. My favorite character from the original trilogy. It's like, I can't believe they killed Han Solo. I'm like, at that point, I'm like, you guys can talk about it. I don't care if you guys like talk about like the experience, because I get it. It's morning. It's day of, you just watched it. You've been up likely all night or only had a few hours of sleep before you got to school. You're excited. Like, I get it. But you didn't read the room. You didn't scan the room. Like, you didn't think about it. I mean, there were 16, 17. No one's going to check. But I'm still sitting there, like, at that point, I'm like, guys, I haven't seen it yet. That's also on me for speaking up too late. I didn't think I had to speak up. Like, I hear what you guys are saying. I have tickets tonight. I didn't see midnight release. That's why I'm so big at not spoiling movies. I remember talking to a buddy of mine who was like, or a friend of mine who was getting into superhero movies, and I wouldn't spoil superhero movies that have been out for 15, 20 years. The person's like, oh yeah, I'm going to try to like build up to Infinity War. I'm going to watch all the movies one a night until I make it. I'm like, oh, it's going to be awesome. Like, these are the ones you definitely want to check out. But I mean, if you're going to hit them all, then you're going to cover your bases. Like, tell me what you think when you hit it. And I'm like, it's going to include everything except for like 2 characters, and I'll leave that alone. Or I said something where it's like not spoiling the movie. I'm like, it's not going to include every character, but it's going to include like all but like 2 to 5. Obviously talking about Hawkeye and Ant-Man. And I remember like a couple weeks later, they like, I watched Infinity War and Endgame. I'm like, the movies are so good. I was so happy for them to not have them spoiled for them. And it was, that was really cool. I remember watching a video like a year ago, and it was a guy who watched No Way Home for the first time. And it was like 3 years after No Way Home came out. And he was talking about seeing the movie, and he's like, oh wait, is that's Alfred Molina, that's Doc Ock. And so he's like, oh, that's cool. They brought like they brought him back. This is like the same version from Tobey Maguire's movies. And like, oh wait, that's Green Goblin. He's like, oh, I didn't watch the Andrew Garfield movies, but I recognize that Jamie Foxx was Electro and Reese Fonz was the Lizard, and like that's who these guys are. And it's like, oh, that's really cool. He had nothing spoiled for him, and we all knew that everybody was going to be in those movies because it was the worst kept secret. But he was as innocent as ever, and I'm watching his reaction to. I mean, he cut the video down and made a reaction to like everything. I'm like, this is 3 years after the fact of like the worst kept secrets in superhero movies in recent memory, and he had nothing spoiled for him. I'm sitting here like, how the fuck are you so lucky that you have nothing like that spoiled for you? Nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, that's right. I talked to you about that earlier, about RDJ coming back. Actual Rockweller, yeah. But I mean, RDJ, as the days go on, I'm more okay with it. But I remember hearing it for the first time, and I was just like, really? Like, it wasn't like a shock, like I'm happy. It was a shock, like, what's this gonna mean to the Iron Man legacy? But if Kevin Feige is going with it, if the Russo brothers are going with it, RDJ is going with it. I mean, RDJ is getting paid reportedly more than $80 million to do this, because I read a report that that's what the Russo brothers are getting paid, is $80 million to do the Avengers movies, and that RDJ was paid more. So, I mean, maybe he's coming back for the paycheck and he doesn't really care, but I don't know. Have I swum underwater before? Yes. Obviously. Like, yeah. But those are my stories of why I don't try to spoil too much unless I like give clear warning, like I did at the beginning of this stream. Like, hey guys, some people might talk about Deadpool and Wolverine, so if you're okay with hearing the stray comments about the movie and you haven't seen it yet, fair warning, someone might make a comment about it. I'm gonna do my best not to, unless I give you like fair like warning, like, hey, I'm gonna make a comment, and like I'm not actually going to, but just because I hate spoilers. Have I been scuba diving before? No, because you need certification and training for that, and I don't have the time to do that, nor the desire to do that. I don't care about scuba diving. Like, I don't care. I mean, I know you live in Australia and you have the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. I live in Minnesota. We have a lot of lakes. I'm not scuba diving in any of these lakes. Intelligent, charismatic, lunatic. He did it Jack Sparrow. He did it Tony Stark. He did it Lewis Strauss. When did RDJ play Jack Sparrow? Are you talking like Tropic Thunder? Or he played? Oh, what was his name in Tropic Thunder? Because he didn't. That was Johnny Depp, not Robert Downey Jr. in Pirates of the Caribbean. I didn't know how your brain don't work. Brain don't work. You good. Mods delete the VOD. I've been in the submarine? No, nor do I want to. Fuck a submarine. How is it? Ah. I used to know that. Oh, Silver. I am going out of town for the weekend. And going out of town with my folks. I have 7.5 hours of not driving ahead of me. I am going to the wonderful state of Illinois to visit family. And I showed this to everybody else in the beginning of the stream. But I have prepared a little bit of light reading for the extended weekend. A little bit of light reading. I am intentionally overpacking on the books. But like one of these that's really cool. I didn't show anybody this earlier. Slap one Book of Leaves. This is actually really cool. I found this at a Half Price Books. House of Leaves. I don't think I have that. But I found this at a Half Price Books on clearance. Can I buy some awesome things? I don't know if there's any awesome things to buy, but I will keep my eyes peeled. But look at this. This is unwrapped Flash. And what's really cool about this book, it's entirely in black and white. Like, the whole book looks like this. As somebody who watched Logan in black and white, on the black and white version of Logan, like, there's something special about black and white that I just love. Occasionally. But, like, exactly. So I'm excited to read this. Like, it could be good, it could be shit, it could just be cool art. What was that? Was that Bioshock? I don't know what that was. But I'm excited to read this. It's gonna be cool. But, I mean, I got a lot of shit here. Once I get, like, all this read, I'm, like, actually caught up on my comic book reading for the most part. Of what I've bought. Like, of like, having, like, that pool of, like, books on deck to read because you bought them and they're just sitting in your collection because you've been to the comic book store too many times and haven't read enough and you're, you know, behind. Once I get all this read, I'm, like, genuinely caught up for the most part. I rode a bike in a very busy road. Yes. I grew up in the metro area of Minneapolis and St. Paul. I like how your posters are actually framed instead of how it was in the apartment. Those are the same. That's the exact same as it was in the apartment. Those are the genuine exact same. I have not changed them. They're the exact same. Here. Let me show you. Move these out of the way. Let me show you. These are the exact same. They were framed. Okay, so technically, the Star Wars poster is not really in a frame. It's in those like stupid like just slide on black, and it's like you can see in the bottom of the Star Wars poster, you can see how there's little daylight in between. That's because it's in like those four like. It's a cheap poster. I think I technically got that poster at a store called Vintage Stock, which is like a pre-owned GameStop. Like it specializes in pre-owned games, collectibles, records, and posters. And I mean not posters. I think they just sold posters, genuine posters. And I found that sitting in there when I wanted a Star Wars room when I was like 10. And I've held on to it. What's better, a horse itself or horse and wagon? I'll be blatantly honest. I don't know nor care. Horse. It's better connection to the animal, for lack of better reason. Go to YouTube. Taking an extended break from Bioshock. Go to my channel. Oh, hey guys, I'm live right now. Who'd have guessed? Kronk videos, the composing guides from the old era of my YouTube channel. I want to go to the live streams. Old ass videos. So if you go to videos, sort by the oldest videos. The very first one you'll find is the Amazing Save versus Brother Eye and DC Universe Online. But at what point? Okay, so I guess I can't prove it perfectly with what I just have on YouTube because we didn't do enough of these. But here, this is one of my very first streams. I'll kind of pull this up a little bit. We won't watch the whole thing. We'll watch a couple minutes at most. But this was me and my roommate at the time. He's one of my closest friends. And we did a series. Silver may remember this series. He was in a handful of episodes, but we stopped posting them to YouTube after like the third or fourth one. And this is before you joined this podcast. This was a crappy podcast that we called Talking Nerd. This is before it became Drinking Games. This is back when Kevin had short hair. Series was a horrible day. No, the idea was fine. Just the idea of turning it into Drinking Games was horrible. I'm going to use the gaming tab here, but we'll just change the capture to this YouTube video that I'm going to pull up. And this is going to be a reaction because I have not watched this since we made this. And I uploaded this, I think, the day after we recorded it. It was June 30th, 2020. Oh, God. No, you're not in any of these. You're not in any of the ones that made it to YouTube. Oh, my God, I missed that water bottle. I am wearing a LeBron James old Cleveland jersey. And it's before we got the avatar photo. So I'll go and pull it up just to not have to explain the whole damn thing. Here, give me a second. Wait a few minutes. Bronzation, he played for Lakers. He does play currently for the Lakers. It's not pulling up. Why don't you pull up? There we go. Look at this old piece of shit. Oh my god. This is 21-year-old Kevin. Oh my god. Okay. 21-year-old Kevin, everybody. All right, here we go. Before we get started, just so we can give some people some time because we definitely same microphone. We were planning on starting this 30 minutes later. Surprised we never broke it. Yeah, I'm surprised we never broke this either. Oh, XT? No, XT's not online. XT's my brother, by the way. Oh, okay. He is. So if you hear me talking about XT, because I don't really know if he wants his name released, so I don't think he cares. Who's the person on the right? That is my roommate at the time. Give him a follow. Some Kensel said you. Streams a lot of World of Warcraft. Oh, Kensel sent you. Oh, it's been a while since I called myself Kensel. Very, very good content over there. Besides, I think this is the first time I've actually revealed my face on Twitch. How's it going, everybody? Hi. Solo Zealot, my roommate. And we are going to be talking some good lord, comics today. All right. We fan casted comics. On my schedule, I do not actually have look at my Facebook. None, lol. I don't have a Facebook. And technically, the Kensel YouTube channel has been retrofitted to this one. So you are currently watching the Kensel YouTube channel. I just renamed it to my name. Look at me with short hair. You didn't know this channel back then? Because my channel at the time had 0 subscribers. Fun bit of, like, I guess Kevin lore, if you want to call it that. At the time, this was actually a not bad idea. Someone took a picture of me on that one stream. That's right. Thank you for reminding me about. Do I have that still? I don't even think I have that anymore. It's somewhere. Oh, I if I wanted it, I bet I can get it. Maybe not tonight. Maybe that's tonight. I don't think I have it on my phone. But there is a photo of you. And it went through all of the group chats for a solid year. But okay, so for those who don't know, Silver is a college buddy of mine. This is in my college apartment. This is actually my last college apartment. This is the dining room. So right behind me was the kitchen, and right behind the camera was like the living room area. And if you went down to the left of where the camera is, so continue going behind where my roommate's facing, where my back is facing. That's like where the bedrooms were. And I loved this apartment. I mean, it's a shitty apartment at the end of the day, but the memories that are associated with this apartment, I will never forget. And I love them and cherish them forever. And at the time, this podcast we called Talking Nerd was a genuinely good idea. And here's how I know it was a good idea. Before doing Talking Nerd, I had done 3 weeks of streaming. I had streamed DC Universe Online. I streamed StarCraft. I streamed Smite. Just kind of trying out different games every week. And I was talking to my roommate as I introduced him, Solo Zealot. You'll also potentially see him in chat as Jelly Burp. He and I had the idea. I think it was my idea to start with, but I wanted to do it with somebody. And I'm like, hey, do you want to do this? Where we do like a podcast like 2 or 3 times a week. Because we were like genuinely doing like fan castings. And like, why don't we do this on my Twitch channel? I had just stopped playing basketball competitively with my college because my mental health was going through the drain. And I was not happy. And so what ends up happening is a couple months later, right as like we enter the summer, I decided to do a Twitch channel to give myself a sense of structure. Because around the same time I quit basketball, we also hit the pandemic. And so I went from 14-hour school days having to choose between class and practice because my schedule was so crazy to I have nothing to do for weeks on end. And it was so crazy to me. And so I'm like, why don't I start a Twitch channel? I saw my brother doing a Twitch stream of Hearthstone back in June of 2020, the beginning of this month. And I'm like, why don't I do Twitch? Because I think that'll be really, really fun. And I didn't really do YouTube at the time. All YouTube was at the time was highlights from my Twitch streams. And I only posted technically 2 highlights. One from this actual time. And so we had the idea for Talking Nerd. We were talking about it. Why don't we just do our nerdy conversations, but we just record ourselves doing it and we can invite people to come in. And so eventually, and this started out as a great idea. I was on pace, or the channel was on pace to be affiliated within like 3 months. Like, we were genuinely doing good. And so like August, September, I was planning on hitting an affiliate. We were getting the average viewers, we were getting the followers, we were getting the amount of uploads. Like, we were hitting all the numbers and we were about to get affiliated. But the problem is as this was building, to just do something, to wait until enough people came into the stream, because we wanted to do something for like 10 or 15 minutes. We decided to do drinking games. One of which included this little game called Drunga. This was Drunk Jenga. And with Drunk Jenga, you got plastered quick. Shivers at the mention of Drunga. Yes, Silver played a lot of Drunga. The 3 of us, I would love just to sit down and play one game of Drunga, the 3 of us again. If that were to ever be possible, I would love that. Though with you living in South Dakota and Jelly Burp being engaged, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So, and me being as busy as I am with basically doing like 3 jobs. I remember we actually made the rules. A mystery shot had to be made from actual beverages. Yes, because of me. The time you got a shot that wasn't exactly, that was me. That was me. That rule had to be made. Oh my god. So that rule was made because I made my roommate, the other guy in the video, I made him a vodka and hashish. No, it was what was it? I think it was gin and melted butter. It was horrid. It was melted butter. The microwave was involved. And he genuinely was that close to vomiting. Absolutely. Yes, I was drunk when I made the shot. I wasn't thinking. And I am happy that the rule was made. I am not proud. I'm laughing at it. But I put myself in his shoes and I'm like, you know what? I'm not proud of that moment. I did. Let me rush this thing. Did he vomit? I didn't take the shot. I remember this. I remember being the first person to try the habanero rum. You 2 are bitches. And I drank that habanero rum first. I was the fucking pioneer. I remember that. That bottle you bought sat in that liquor cabinet for a year. It sat in that liquor cabinet for a fucking year and a half. Until Jack and I finally said, fuck it, it's gone. And we finished it. Like, nope, we're done. It's gone. I don't want to look at it anymore. Most toxic concoctions ever, the peach. Like peach Crown Royale. That shit was so good. Dude, the peach Crown Royale. Pin right at the bottom? Yes, I do. Oh, how's it going? It's been a while. What's happening? We are taking a break, Puggle. How's it going? We're taking a break from playing Bioshock. And we're just kind of reminiscing. Silver is one of my college buddies. Right now, what's up is an old episode of a podcast. It's one of the first videos on the channel. And we're reminiscing about this era in our life and just kind of inviting other people to kind of hear. So right now we're talking about like types of liquors that we had, because the reason that this series ended is this is called Talking Nerd. It was a podcast between me and my then roommate. When are we going back to Bioshock? I don't know, soon. Honestly, if we're just all happy just chatting, like let's just keep chatting. Like I'm okay with kind of going with the flow this point today. I'm perfectly happy just chatting, guys. Like I'm having a blast. So with I don't remember what it was called, that drink. So the drink was it was peach flavored. It was a peach vodka, if I recall correctly, but there was peach rind in the like literal peach rind in the bottom, and it was very peachy. It was very good. I liked it, but I remember it was expensive. We only got it the one time. But the drink that I remember was the peach Crown Royale. When I finished the requirements for my bachelor's degree, which for those who don't know, I have a bachelor's degree in musical theory and composition. Sorry, it's been a while. I've been busy getting ready for college. Best of luck. This video is from when I was in college with my buddy, with my friends. Silver being one of my friends. So scared of the peach rind, sat there for 3 months. It was the best thing we had. I don't know. That's not the one we were scared of. That's not the one we were scared of. It was the habanero rum. Or the aquavit, which was baby Everclear. So, and the reason that this podcast stopped and I had to wait another 3 months to get affiliated on Twitch was because I decided that I didn't want to do drinking games on stream anymore. The entire content was just us getting drunk. Most of the viewers were my then basketball teammates, where I was very much a kind of like a blue collar. I clock in, I clock out. I'm here to do work. I'm here to be serious about basketball kind of player. And I wasn't a goofball. I only went to a couple of the parties. And even then I didn't drink unless I was already over 21. And I don't think I ever was. I didn't I might have had a beer maybe once I turned 21. And I just wasn't interested. And no, I never did a party when I was over 21. I only did parties when I was 20 or younger, and I never drank. And I never had fun at them. Why can't I tackle in basketball? Because that is egregious. Because it's not football. American football, that is. Basketball is jazz, not heavy metal. So we passed the basketball. There are some crazy moments in basketball, but if you do anything more than like the odd hit, you're going to get like a flagrant foul. I'm not going to go too deep into basketball rules, but essentially we were drinking too much, in my personal opinion. And I'm like, it's not that I wanted to stop drinking and having fun with my friends. I'm like, I just don't want to have this be the content, because if this is our content, like if you want to have a role on the internet, you have to find a thing and you have to do it over and over and over and over and over again. Like that is your thing. And if our thing was getting drunk, I'm like, I am going to regret everything. I'm like, I'm stopping this before it even starts. Even when I won't drink. I'm so glad to have some similar views with me. I have similar views. Yeah, like alcohol, like I'm drinking right now. I have a beer in front of me. And like, hi, I don't know how to say your name. Forgive me. Hi, I don't know how to say her name. But hello, we're just reminiscing about college days. Just kind of catch you up. Silver and I are college buddies. And everybody else is just, we're all just kind of reminiscing and just talking here. Taking a break from Bioshock. We might get back to it. I don't know. We'll see. But have I watched a box full of movies? I mean, technically, yes. Technically, I have. But it's not like the $5 bin at Walmart. But it's not that drinking is not fun. I enjoy drinking. I enjoy having a drink. The main reason, and it's still to this day, the reason I was looking forward to turning 21 and being able to legally buy alcohol in the United States was simply to, after a long day of work, to sit home, sit in my ass, crack open a beer, and watch TV. That's it. Even back then. And then this video, I'm 21. This is 4 years ago. Over 4 years ago. This is see here, 12 times 4, this is 49 months ago. This is the June 30th, 2020. And we're doing Marvel and DC fan castings. So let's actually fast forward a little bit to when we're actually kind of talking about this. Let's do 15 minutes. Let's see where we are at 15 minutes. Kind of want to hear this. But yeah, the big reason why we kind of stopped doing these is because we were just drinking at the start of the stream, like to do like a 10 or 15 minute thing to wait for people to come into the stream. We would do a drinking game that would loosen us up, that would create some extra content, that some that wouldn't go too long. But the problem is that some of the games went like 30 or 40 minutes and we'd be plastered. So it sucked. Should you do Blackest Night stop motion? Please! I fucking love Blackest Night, dude. Like, I fucking love me some Blackest Night. Please do some Blackest Night. I would fucking love to see it. Do it. Do it. I loved the Dead Man video, dude. I loved it. I don't know if I commented on it or not, but I remember watching it and I loved it. One night, I then proceeded to watch Revenge of the Sith through to Rise of Skywalker Oh! I know what we're talking about! This is, okay, Silver's gonna love this. Silver's gonna love this. What I'm talking about in the video, I'm gonna rewind a little bit. We were talking about kind of our week up to this point. At the time, I was going to apply. I have not interviewed yet. I would eventually get the job to work at the local Applebee's, which is where my roommate at the time worked. He was going to help me get a job. No problem, dude. I loved the Dead Man video. I loved the Booster Gold video. I'm very, very thankful to have a part in that Booster Gold video. Yeah, do Blackest Night. I love Blackest Night. But what we're talking about here is when we do marathons. And our marathons were goated. Silver and I did the most marathons. So what I mean by marathons is like we would literally plan, like we get like a 3-day weekend. We're not sleeping that 3-day weekend. We are watching the entirety of something. Most marathons ran about 20 hours. Sleeping in shifts. Yes, we would sleep in shifts. Someone had to be awake. The rule is that somebody had to be within eyeshot of the TV and conscious for the marathon to count. And some of us would clutch marathons. Like we would marathon the entirety of Last Airbender. And I remember I clutched the first half of season 3. I was the only one awake for like the first 10 episodes of season 3 of The Last Airbender. I had to like pace around the room. I was so exhausted. And I ended up crashing between like episode 11 or 12 through the finale, up to the finale. I got like an hour, 2 hours of sleep, and then I watched the finale, and we all crashed. But we did like Avatar multiple times, Avatar into Legend of Korra multiple times. We did Pirates of the Caribbean. We did Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, all extended edition, multiple times. We did the MCU up to that point, which the newest movie was Far From Home. This is before any of the Disney Plus series. This is only phases 1, 2, and 3. We did all of that, which is like 52 hours of movies. We did that once. Then we did the MCU, but we could all take away one movie. Like we could all take away our least favorite movie. So we like did the MCU, but we took away like the Incredible Hulk. We took away Captain Marvel and Ant-Man and the Wasp, maybe. I think it was the third one we might have taken away, or maybe it was Thor to the Dark World. But we'd marathon everything but each of our least favorite 3 movies. So just to make it go a little quicker. And then we'd also be like, okay, I don't like this movie. I'm sleeping during this movie. Wake me up when it's done. And it was crazy. Right here, I'm talking about our marathon of Star Wars, all 12 Star Wars movies, where it was the prequel trilogy, the Clone Wars movie, the original trilogy, and then it was also Rogue One and Solo, and then the sequel trilogy. And we watched all 12. Have you driven a semi trailer? No, the biggest vehicle I've driven is a front end loader when I worked at in a roads and grounds garage. So I've driven a massive front end loader. That was fun. God, sounds awesome, but awful. They were fun. I've seen the trailer Captain Brave New World. I have seen parts of it. Silver got me into a habit, and I'm still happy to be more or less in. I have not been as strict as it was back at this time, but for the longest time, I would not watch trailers. Do love mass shootings. I don't like mass shootings. Unless we're talking about like shooting videos, and I shoot like 5 videos at one time just to save myself on shooting later. I don't like mass shootings. I don't know why anybody would like mass shootings. Red Hulk is going to be in Captain America: Brave New World. He is. It's played by Harrison Ford. It's going to be really, really cool. Han Solo himself. Indiana Jones himself. It's a warning, my dude. Let's see.
They aged Bucky up, so he's actually older than Cap.
Yeah.
And
Short-haired Kevin. I don't have this yet.
His own hero, or villain, depending on which way you want to look at it.
Exactly.
Because Bucky Barnes, at the end of the day, is an anti-hero.
Exactly.
So, moving on into the next character. So that's Bucky Barnes. Who else do we have here? I'm going to take a look at our notes here.
Go for it.
I'm just going to move these more so we can read them a little bit easier.
You wanna talk Falcon?
I think we could talk Falcon. I think Falcon's a fair character. So Falcon, this one, I'll be completely honest, I didn't put a whole lot of thought into.
I think we're just recasting MCU characters at this point. We'd like talk about Bucky. We're talking about Falcon. Maybe I wasn't talking about the marathons. I thought I was. They've seen the movie on hopefully a day release. That's what I hope to do on all these movies is weekend release at least.
What our process was for doing this is what we'd go to Google, we'd think of the character, and then we look for actors in a certain age range.
I keep hitting the damn table. I keep hitting the table, and you hear it through the microphone. That's why I have, an arm now. This is a super cheap arm, but that's why I have an arm here where I can hit the table, but you don't really hear it. I keep doing that. The Man gonna be in the MC movie? Probably not. I heard after Secret Wars they're going to do a soft reboot and kind of redo everything.
And
we'll see.
Browse, and a lot of these are just
hitting the table. It's annoying.
On physique, just how does the character look? Would this character at least pass?
Oh yeah, if you guys ever wanted to,
that's really what we did.
Yeah.
If you ever had any doubt that I'm 6'8", keep in mind, my roommate is like 6 foot. He's 6 foot, and look at this behemoth over here.
And
this guy's 6 foot, by the way.
Star Wars marathon where we marathoned every Star Wars movie in a matter of a couple days with a solid 8-hour break,
if that.
Yeah, 6-7 hour break. So we had watched.
This is our least ambitious marathon.
Attack of the Clones and Clone Wars, one night, and then proceeded to watch Revenge of the Sith through to Rise of Skywalker nonstop. Yesterday about 3 o'clock through to about noon today. Maybe it was about 4 o'clock.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was 4 o'clock.
Oh my god!
Anyway,
I remember that.
I got Star Wars in the mind, but for Falcon,
audio on the visit a little bit low.
I said John Boyega.
John Boyega is my take at the time.
Perfect choice.
No.
So.
No.
But he could be a very fair Falcon.
Oh.
I think he can pull it off very well.
I don't agree with myself.
But I do believe there is another character that he can do much better. Maybe a Black Panther.
And I was going to say, I had a really good option for Falcon earlier, but I cannot remember who it was for the life of me.
Was it Terrence Howard, you said?
Yes, it was. Yes, Terrence Howard. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's better than John Boyega.
And I think it's not also a bad option either. I couldn't come up with anyone good because they did a really good job of casting Falcon.
I'm sorry, I'm just reminiscing.
Anyone that could do it better.
Anthony Mackie was one of, if not the best choice, perfect choice to play Falcon.
Yep.
So, moving on.
Let's watch another one. Just a little bit. This is this whole thing's on YouTube, guys. So, if you want to find these, just go to the videos section on my channel and just hit oldest. And that's what I was just watching. There's 4 of these things. Oh, hey, look at this guy over here. Gronk reads The Raven. By Edgar Allan Poe. The Cat in the Hat. If you're ever wondering how these videos are made, I can do a pretty damn good Gronk impression. And it's gotten a lot better since when I did these videos, too. If I say so myself. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. I don't want to keep wanting to watch this. Star Wars Ranks and Tears. Oh my god. Okay, Jeff from Family Guy. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Peter, come down to the clam. We're having fun. All right. I'm not gonna do comparing bands. That was honestly not a very fun one. Music crosses genres and eras. No, not that one. Yeah, we'll just do Star Wars Ranks and Tears. Just watch them in a little bit.
We're here.
We're here. We have drinks.
Yeah.
10:05.
Look at that. Oh, what do we have? That is Coke. Is that? What is that? Is that rum? Jack Daniels? That kind of looks like a bottle of Jack Daniels. I'm not gonna lie. That is obviously Coke. We're drinking the same thing. I still have this somewhere. this notebook. Yes, this microphone is used many, many times. This is the exact same microphone. That's the exact same microphone. All I would do is right now I have it on what's called cardioid. This is a compressor microphone. That means it's very sensitive. It picks up everything in the room, which made it great for this opportunity. Right now I have it on cardioid. Right now it's only picking up right here and kind of off to the sides a little bit. Anything back here, nothing. This is why I can turn my keyboard off. This is why I can. And it's fairly muffled. You can still hear it, but it's not super loud. Then I can press like figure 8. And now it's equal. It's picking up in a like front and back. And that's what I do at the time. And that's why you can hear both of us equally, because this microphone is genuinely picking that up. And we're recording this off my MacBook. Because that's how I did it. And oh my god. This was this the day? I think this was the same day I had my interview for Applebee's, because I'm wearing a pullover, a button-up shirt with a blank white t-shirt. I think this was the day I had my interview for Applebee's. I had a job at the time where I worked it for 2 days. I was an alcohol delivery driver helper. I wasn't driving, but I was in the passenger seat, and I'd help unload the alcohol that we were delivering. I worked it for 2 days. It was shit. I hated the job. The reason I quit was partly because I had the job with Applebee's kind of lined up. It was more or less at the time a formality. I just had to go through the interview process, so I took myself seriously. I went through the interview. I did the due diligence. I set up the interview. I went through it. I did the best I could. Did I get the Applebee's job? I did get the Applebee's job. I worked there for 4 months. I left the Applebee's job because of reasons I'm not going to get too much into. I wasn't happy working there. Finals were coming up, and I had family things coming up that I'm not going to go too deep into because I don't really want to go into that whole can of worms. And so the Applebee's was a distraction. I didn't need the job to get me through college. I was blessed enough that I didn't need it. And I decided to kind of let it go. And that was about 4 months after this. That was about November. This is about July. So this is almost exactly 4 years ago. And I think this was the night of my interview. I just hadn't changed because I wore like semi-casual. Homemaker live streams, your full-time job. I would absolutely adore doing this for a living, guys. I kind of spoke from the heart last stream. Maybe it was the stream before that, but I genuinely don't feel like I'm working when I'm streaming or when I'm making videos. I mean, there are times I do, like when I'm editing or when I'm shooting, like those feel like work, but the keeping up with it, the brainstorming, the parts of the script writing, the shooting, like that is a job that I enjoy. This is a hobby that I love, and I can't wait to have an opportunity where it could potentially become a job, even if it's years down the line. Do I love Tim Walls? the governor of Minnesota. I mean, I'm not a super political person. I don't have any personal vendetta or any personal feeling towards Tim Walz. I remember back in just before this video, or before I started these live streams, there were certain things that I enjoyed about what Tim Walz was doing and handling with various political things that were happening at the time. But I don't want to talk about politics on the channel, unless it's observations, really, outside of opinions, just because there's no place to really talk about politics. Don't really care. So, are you from Minnesota? If so, I mean, welcome. Welcome to the Minnesotan on the chat. You know. Oh, for sure, you betcha there, bud. So, wait, that's my amplifier. Why do I have my amp? That's my guitar amp, or my bass amp. Why is my amp in the fucking Why are we using this? Why is this here? I don't have a clue of why is this here. But yeah, this poster. Same poster. See, I have a little bit of daylight there and a little bit of daylight there. You have a little bit of daylight there and you have a little bit of daylight there. There you go. Because you haven't had the kitchen for a while. That is true. We did. Why did we have the amp in the kitchen? Was this just because we were drunk and playing our instruments? Because we're both we're both music majors. We both graduated music degrees. I forget what he technically graduated with. I remember he was music education forever. And then he went to composition, and then he went to like performance. I forget what he finally graduated with. I think education. I have a degree in theory composition. And, ooh, Silver, you're going to enjoy this. I was at Half Price Books yesterday. Look what I found for $8. $8. Hell fucking yes. $8. $8. Ever watched the Mr. Bean golf episode where he hit the ball around town and hits it on the bus and hits it in... I'm going to stop you right there. I didn't watch Mr. Bean growing up. The only thing I watched with Rowan Atkinson in it was Lion King. He played Zazu. I know a lot of you are not going to like that. But that's it. But yeah, this is the exact same poster as you see back there. Same Star Wars poster. Because I've had it since I was like 10.
We're just going to be chilling here for the first few minutes. We got a few things to talk about today.
What are we talking about?
Mainly Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars stuff.
If not entirely Star Wars stuff, but...
Yeah. Likely, I'm going to try this drink out. I just test the ratio here. Actually. Those little things in the Civil War, those stir sticks.
Yeah.
I got one.
In stir sticks. I remember the stir sticks. They're like little colored ends. See like a little yellow colored end there.
Go.
Entertainment, everybody. Me stirring a fucking drink. Look at this.
Thanks for the follow, Nova.
Thanks for the follow, Nova.
Much appreciated. I don't know if you followed.
Did you find any books at that price in the
like
shop, Kevin? I found a lot of other shit.
Just before stream started.
While we're kind of sitting here chatting. I did get that good shit. Including but not limited to is what I'm trying to say. Each of these books I've gotten for $2 on clearance, by the way. These are the first two books, Legend, Book 1, Prodigy, Book 2, of a series that I read in high school. that I really enjoyed. And yeah, I decided to get these because I thought they were really good. And I never owned them in print. I only got them from the school library. So I'm like, $2 for the first book, $2 for the second book. They're on clearance. Deal. Let's go for it. Any DC Marvel books? Yes. That Flash book I showed you guys earlier. Got that on clearance. It was like $6. Same thing with that John Constantine book. This one. I ended up getting, or not John Constantine, but Doctor Strange. I got this book from there. I got all three of these I got from there. George Perez's trade paperback volume 1 of Wonder Woman from like 1987. I didn't know of a lot of great Wonder Woman stories. When I was looking up things to read for great Wonder Woman reading, this was towards the top of everyone's list, was George Perez's run from the late 80s. And so I have issues 1 through 14. I got it for like $12. Hellblazer, I got this on clearance. This is Hellblazer number 15. Originally like $25. I paid like $8 for it. And then this Flash book is originally like $35. I paid $6 for it, or $8. Flash color comic book from home. Not sure where it is though. Yeah, it's all right. But I got those novels I showed you, are Legend and Prodigy, and I got this $2, full blown Wonder Woman novel. Like a genuine novel for $2, hardcover. This thing looks brand new. Look at this. This thing looks brand new. And here's the coolest part. Right? On the back there at the bottom, DC Icons, Wonder Woman. That's the book I have. But there's also a Batman book, Catwoman, and Superman book. Hi, Parker. That Batman book happens to be written by the exact same author that wrote this series that I enjoyed from high school. Same author, Marie Lu. See, right up there? See that? Marie Lu? Batman by Marie Lu. Wait. Yeah, Marie Lu. Did they have John Wick Volume 1 book? I was not aware they made John Wick books. I did not look. I also happens to have bought all of my Harry Potter and Percy Jackson series and Hunger Games. I bought them all from that store. I probably paid a grand total of less than $50 for all 3 series. Percy Jackson, Hunger Games, Harry Potter, less than $50. Did they have Red Tornado books? They had a couple issues, yes. Oh, other things I got, actually. Stuff that James Gunn's going to adapt for his upcoming DCU. They did have Red Tornado, the odd Red Tornado comic. I thought about it, but I opted not to get them. Those are just Green Lantern comics that I already owned. Red Hood comics. Here. Booster Gold. This is the run that James Gunn was showing when he was showing images of Booster Gold comics in his breakdown of Chapter 1 of his DCU. When he finally talked about Booster Gold, this is the run he was referencing with the photos. So I decided to get a few. I don't have the exact issues that he was referencing, but this is the same run that those issues were in. I have 0 through 12. I'm missing issues 5 and 10. But I have the 0 issue missing issues 5 and 10. But I have like the first 11 of the first 12. Or was it? I have, of the first 13, if you count the 0 issue, I have 11 of them. I'm missing issues 5 and 10. But I have them all here. Martian Manhunter books? Yes, they did. I mean, they sporadically, yes, they did. And then this was crazy. All of it. Not the OG like black suit Spider-Man comic issue. This is the new age Secret Wars. They had this for $50. The store is technically called Half Price Books. yes, they had those comics, but I wasn't looking for those comics. They had a lot of comics there. I'm sure they had a Black Adam comic. I didn't look through every issue that they have. They are all kind of mixed together. They didn't do a great job organizing their comics outside of, hey, these are Batman comics, and they just throw a shit ton of Batman comics into a pile. So I'm sure they did have comics like that, but yeah, this is all of the newest Secret Wars run from like 2015. And I got it for $25. The whole thing. I got this new run of the 9-part New Age Secret Wars for $25 in single issues. I'm not going to read them anytime soon because I have a lot of other stuff I'm going to read beforehand. But yeah, that's a brief rundown of what I've gotten. I typically go to the store like once a month, once every 6 weeks or so, because I know if I walk in there, I'm going to spend a lot of money. So I just don't go there often just to control myself. Last time I was there, I spent $70. I bought a lot of shit, and I put stuff back. I still spent $70. Red Tornado comic for your birthday this year. I think I remember you saying that. Been reading new Blue and Gold series in Kingdom Come. I loved Kingdom Come. I just read that back in like March. Kingdom Come is incredible. Kingdom Come is awesome. I love Kingdom Come. What am I talking about in this?
Very much appreciate it. I'm just gonna move this over here. Thanks.
You know what? You want to get started?
Yeah, it's been about
A few minutes.
How big is the store?
yeah, just under 3 minutes.
Normal bookstore, not very big.
So I'm gonna pull up my Google Docs actually.
Get yourself set up for
My
this.
Google Docs actually. Talking about Star Wars in this video. Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull my Google Docs because that's where all my stuff is.
I'm gonna pull my Google Docs because that's where my stuff is.
Talk about, which we can get to a little bit later. Obviously, because I'm just gonna pour a little more Coke in here because
You're a little baby.
that, and it actually doesn't taste very good.
Oh.
It's more for taste than anything else.
Gotcha.
'Cause-
We poured strong ass drinks at the time, so that was probably needed.
Show you.
What do we have there? That looks like Jack Daniels. You want to go Booster Gold? We're going to New 52 where it's Batwoman first appears.
No
for
issue. That
female question.
time.
Shows up.
It
Ooh,
always
keep my
happens
eyes up.
when you're on stream. You know, when
Yeah.
you're, when you're in front of people, you can't do.
Except I
jack
wasn't
shit.
in front of people. I was in front of you.
Okay.
Right. It was last night.
It was
right
with
after
Coke.
we
Yep.
Looked up that
Gotta have some whiskey with Coke.
Top 50, top 100, top 50 Star Wars characters.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh!
I took that shot, and
We did a tier list. Me and Jelly Burp did a tier list of Star Wars characters. I remember that. We did it separate from one another, and then we were gonna share with our results in John Wick book, that John Wick Chapter 1, Book 1. We made a John Wick book. It's that John Wick Volume 1 book. I told you about. I took that book on your 11 camp. Cool. I'll be honest, I'll never read a John Wick book. There's so many other things I'm interested in and want to keep up on, and I don't think I'll ever read a John Wick book. Not to say that they're not good. I'm happy with the movies.
I held that down. So we said ranking, then what makes them good or bad,
And then
the character tier list.
So I think.
Then
Oh,
what makes them? Let me look here. So we said ranking, then what makes them good or bad,
And then
the character tier list.
so the three things that we prepared for this live stream, it was our actual ranking of all the Star Wars movies. It was why our pros and cons of each project, each movie, and then we did a character tier list of like 50 plus characters. and then we did those separate from one another, so we had never like seen each other's
I think we should
opinions.
start by talking movies here.
Definitely.
Oh,
it's been just under
I
5
miss
minutes.
this
We've
time, man.
Buffered a little bit.
It's not
to
long
give
ago. It's
you
only
a better
4
chance
years
to
ago.
Hop on in.
Look at that.
So,
Look at all that. No.
what we did was earlier today, to prep for the stream, we created a ranking. And this ranking, excuse me, was ranking the 11
I think my hair grew out.
movies from our least favorite to our most favorite. So that's 11 movies.
We did not
Movies
count Clone
include,
Wars.
Of course, the prequel trilogy, The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. The original trilogy movies, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. The sequel trilogy, Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. And then finally, the 2 Star Wars stories that have been released up to this point being Rogue One and Solo. Making 11 movies. We could count the 12th Clone Wars movie back in 2008, the introduction of Ahsoka Tano, and who is one of my personal favorite characters in all of Star Wars. I love Ahsoka. You're disgusting. And, you know...
There is an app
decided not
that
to include
worships
that one,
a
it's by far
creator
the biggest outlier, and I think would be
who wants to do
towards the bottom of
things
our
to
list.
Ahsoka Tano.
It's only the biggest outlier because one.
I forgot
It's not
about
live
that
action,
until
two,
just
it's the
now
shortest of all the
because I
movies.
deleted
Yes,
said app.
the longest movie, The Last Jedi, 2 hours and 35 minutes. The shortest Star Wars movie, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, 98 minutes. So a difference of 155 to 98 minutes. What is that? 47-minute difference.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
All right, so I think we should start talking. Ranks and discussing them.
And
So-
my difference. I'm sorry if I'm interrupting,
We're fine.
but my ranking has changed a lot in the past couple months.
And so is mine.
Yes. For those who
care, my top like top few. Number one always like goes between Revenge of the Sith and Empire Strikes Back. That's still the case in this video. I'm kind of spoil you really quickly. Those are always my top 2 is Revenge of the Sith and Empire Strikes Back. My number 3 is firmly Return of the Jedi. And then it's Rogue One. And then at that point, I'll probably go to like probably like A New Hope. But at the time, I actually ranked some of the sequel trilogy pretty high. I actually ranked Rise of Skywalker up pretty high because it does talk a lot about Sith lore that I do enjoy that none of the other 8 movies talk about. 7 is an incredible Star Wars. 8 feels like rubbish. 9, fine, not best. Yeah, 7 had the best potential, but that's all it is potential. And with what 8 and 9 end up becoming, 7 kind of gets weakened because of it. And it's clearly the weakest trilogy of the bunch. 8's the worst. 9's not much better. 7's not much better than that. If I had to redo the rankings, it would probably be 8, 9, 7, Solo, Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, A New Hope, Rogue One, Return of the Jedi, and then it always alternates between Revenge of the Sith and Empire Strikes Back as the top 2. Firmly, those are the top 2. It's just whichever one's number 1 is just dependent on my mood of that day. Right now, I'd go Revenge of the Sith, then Empire Strikes Back, but ask me tomorrow, it might be different.
But if you don't know, earlier this past weekend, we made it a goal to marathon all 11. Actually, we watched all 12.
Yep, all 12.
All 12 Star Wars movies, as much back to back as we possibly could. We did take breaks.
Star Wars 4 is incredible. Star Wars 5 is also incredible. Star Wars. The original trilogy is the best.
We're doing so
it is
stuff
objectively the
that's,
best.
Going to a job that we needed time off. So
Exactly.
Excuse me. Hello, Lippin Gameplays. I hope I'm saying that. Where are we from? We are from.
Apparently, Star Wars Clone Wars movie is rubbish.
We're originally from the Twin Cities.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Oh, Brazil.
Oh yeah, you
Part of
betcha.
Brazil.
I mean, and the Clone Wars movie is
I only really know Rio. I'm not huge.
It was on a coffee with a dead guy.
My knowledge
That's
of
what-
Brazil isn't very.
Yeah, the knowledge
Very
of
high.
South American geology and geography. is not.
I don't know what the reference is.
Geography,
JFK.
geology is the rocks.
You know what?
Jelly burp. Stop
Our
banging your
college
glass on the
seniors.
desk. The microphones are right
Brazil
there.
isn't Rio. Wait, Brazil isn't. I thought Rio de Janeiro was in Brazil.
It is. It should be. Tells you how much we know about geography.
Yeah, there we go.
Rio de Janeiro
it
is in Brazil, everybody. It's
Okay, so let's
like the
talk
biggest
Star
city
Wars.
in Brazil.
Let's get-
A lot of cities in Brazil.
well, yeah, we believe that, but
Look at that lighting.
all right.
I'm gonna fix a light here while I talk.
Oh yeah, you're gonna fix a light there, Kevin?
Alright.
Oh, you're gonna fix a light?
It's always really dark in my corner.
That's always really dark in your corner because you don't have a fucking light on you.
Yeah, that should illuminate me a little better.
I still look like shit.
But Star Wars.
Right now I
The
don't
movie
look great.
ratings.
So let's talk 11th rank. We gotta go bottom to top. Because if we do top to bottom, then it's
It ruins everything about it.
What did I say?
so bottom of the list. You ready?
I think we agree on this one.
So 3, 2, 1.
The Last Jedi.
Yeah, absolute garbage of a movie.
It's terrible.
So
This
like,
is probably the last time I even watched The Last
this
Jedi.
is the only movie I think that's actually garbage. Like the rest of the movies are just fine, but this one is just absolute trash. Like Disney, I don't know what you were thinking with this, but this is just an absolute trashy movie. Like, Kevin, you want to give us the quote?
We're not going to win this war by destroying what we hate, but by saving what we love.
It's still a bullshit line.
There you go.
What kind of cringy fucking bullcrap is that? Like, come on.
Oh, it's
the worst
horrid.
thing I've ever heard in a Star Wars movie.
It's so bad. Like the pacing's okay in the movie. Like we can acknowledge that, right? It's
The pacing's not bad.
there's always something going on that's like semi-important.
Aside from the Canto Bight casino scene.
Well, yes, obviously.
Aside from that 20-25 minute scene.
Aside from
Pretty much
this
well-paced.
20% of the
You
movie.
could tell the entire movie that Mark Hamill was just so done playing Luke. He was over it.
No, it wasn't that he was done playing Luke, in my opinion. I think he was just let down by what his character
I still agree.
was brought down to.
He was just brought down to like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to train you. I'm done being a jet.
Which yeah, and Ryan Johnson, although is a very, very talented director and
He is.
has done some amazing movies.
Knives Out, Looper. He's a great director.
He's a creator. He needs to create everything about him, which is why I am excited for his original trilogy that he's planned to make. Fingers crossed that it's
I don't think that's greenlit anymore. Green milk or blue milk? No joke. I have since been to Walt Disney World since this live stream. Not like obviously this live stream is happening right now, but since this live stream that we're all kind of watching here, this very old one, and they sell alcoholic blue and green milk. Green had tequila, blue had vodka in Walt Disney World, and it is overpriced as hell, so I only had the one just to try it, and the blue milk was actually really good. Cheap viewers on, hey, look, we can get cheap viewers. Oh, let's not. You know what? You know what we're going to do? I'm going to switch over to this because I don't want you guys to have to watch this. Matseo, you just earned yourself. Let me go to Twitch here. Do I still remember your favorite Jedi lightsaber? Yes, it is Anakin Skywalker. Episode 3. Come here, Mateo. Proclaim his sentence. I don't know how to speak Latin, but Mateo, you will be gone from here. Where I see you. The fuck are you, actually? I genuinely can't see where this chat is in my Twitch chat. Well done. Thank you. I don't see you. you. Silver, you still have mod. Can you see his? Do you see his chat? I genuinely cannot see his chat on my screen. Can you please ban that motherfucker? This is like the first time in years I'm asking you to use your mod your mod abilities. Immediately time not to delete his chat. Okay, thank you. That's why I can't find him. I don't want to put it for the spirit of sanctity. Thank you. Civilization. 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 See you.
It's Old Republic.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I
Exercising
want
it.
it to be on Old Republic.
But
I heard it's not
the
going to
demons.
be about that, but you know, we'll see it when we see it. He is not someone to continue the reigns of something as big as Star Wars.
I still agree with
especially
this.
the brand new
This
trilogy, 'cause
take
it essentially
entirely.
is the Force.
TLDR or TLDL, I should say. Too long didn't listen. Is basically what I'm saying is Rian Johnson is great as creating his own ideas. He's not great at taking the reins of something that is already made before him. J.J. Abrams created Episode 7. He created a lot of the groundwork, built a lot of the things from the ground up. Not that Rian Johnson is a bad filmmaker, but when you take Rian Johnson, put him into something, he is going to take the reins. And for better or for worse, it's going to happen. For Star Wars, it was for worse. Everything that J.J. Abrams and Disney had set up in Episode 7 was effectively murdered by the end of Episode 8. And it basically meant that we only had one movie left to wrap everything up, and Episode 8 was garbage. So, yeah, if Rian Johnson had all of 7, 8, and 9, we would have an entirely different story, and we'd actually probably have a pretty respectable franchise. But we don't. Remember playing Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, and wanted switching from Obi-Wan to Qui-Gon because you wanted the green lightsaber instead of the blue one? Fair enough. I just wanted to use Liam Neeson, but that's just me.
Awakens. It's a
But
New
I did
Hope
the same
ripoff.
thing. But I'm just going to
That's
fast
what
forward.
you start with.
Yes,
I mean,
it is what you
and
start.
I get that. So,
It's the most quintessential Star Wars movie. It's the first one that was released.
We're hitting the damn desk so many
Isolated.
times. It's annoying.
It's not meant to carry on into another movie, and that.
I want to skip to our...
It's going good. How's it going, Paige?
Oh, look at that old alert. Hitting behind the camera there. Qui-Gon would have been a better dad to Anakin. That's exactly why it's called Duel of the Fates. But look at this alert.
Will change this one.
This shitty alert.
But it's the slightest of changes.
It's behind. It's behind
going,
the
Pedro?
video.
So, you want to go first this time?
Put if you
6?
wanted to keep this like
Alright, so
fully
for
visible,
number 6,
just make
I
the
had
alert
Return of the
slightly transparent.
Return of the
Episode 6.
Episode 6 and slot 6. This is a big disagreement.
Oh god.
Yep,
Sometimes
it's definitely a big.
you know, sometimes I feel like I still put out shit content. Not saying I put out the greatest content on the internet. I'm not saying I do. Far from it. But sometimes I like, you know what? I don't think I'm doing that great. You know, sometimes. And then I go back and watch this from when I first started. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing that bad. Especially since I took like a year off, 2 years off after this era. Early era after this. Which is where I was doing like Breath of the Wild and Professor Oak Challenge, which I never finished. Literally still just sitting in my Switch.
Well, it's a respectful disagreement. I don't think we'll have a disrespectful disagreement.
I don't think there ever is going to be one, especially with these top 6 movies. I think that we have not mentioned because all of our bottom 5 have been the same movies.
Let's go ahead and skip to the character ranking because I already gave you my ranking for the Star Wars movies and it's not much different than what I gave here. I can already tell you right now. You have Anakin's lightsaber, but red. Dude, I love that. That's awesome.
Okay, so anyways, we'll keep talking. So, and the reason
What am I doing?
have...
Where am I? Did I go to the bathroom?
Same thing with you, Ewan
McGregor is gone amongst men. I am going to go off stream for about 5 seconds and grab a fan. I'm getting a little
Oh, I'm getting a fan.
Turn the AC on, dude.
We had shitty AC in that apartment. Devin to go she'll surely be nice. I want to go get a
Just
fan.
ignore him for a minute. He's a little crabby.
Never ignore me.
There's somebody else in the apartment. Is this who I think it is? I gotta look at the date. When was this uploaded? I think this is. But I already have a fan. Aww. But Silver, I think there's somebody in this apartment with us. Listen. Somebody in this apartment who was not in the friend group for much longer. Listen, when I go off screen. Listen.
You can turn the AC on, dude.
Yeah. I could. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to turn the AC on. Why is the AC on? Why is the AC not on? What the ever-loving fuck?
So just ignore him for a minute. He's a little crabby.
Never ignore me.
Okay, so anyways.
That is who I think it is. It's the bitch. It's the bitch. Oh my god. Jelly Burp's ex-girlfriend. Oh my god, the bitch. Oh my god, she was in the room. Yes, she was there. This is just before they broke up. Sorry. Broke up again. Sorry, I'm laying down a lot of drama here. But that's when this was. For the record, Jelly Burp, my roommate in here, is very happily engaged to a different girl. He's currently very happily engaged. So, congrats to Jelly Burp. He's winning at life. He's engaged to one of our, Silver and mine, and of course him, obviously. Very, very good mutual friend. And she was actually also my roommate for like a year. She's awesome. I'm not going to go too deep into it. We'll just call her Squid. And she's awesome. This is Jelly's drama. Leave it for them. Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm going to say. Just at the time, his then now ex-girlfriend is off screen, like sitting on our couch. God, what a bitch.
We'll keep talking. So, and the reason I have Empire.
The one thing I'll say is the day I found out they had gotten back together, it was like 6 months before this, probably. I just looked at him like, dude, what are you doing? At that point, he's like, yeah, I'm glad I'm rooming in with you. Because, like, he was happy I'll, like, keep it honest with him. I'm like, I keep it real. But, oh my God, she was a fucking bitch.
Strikes Back as my #1 movie. So.
Yeah. He was a Revenge of the Sith as #2 and Empire's #1. I was in Revenge of the Sith as #1, Empire's #2. But, like I said, I go either way.
Stupid thing's not turning down. Alright, whatever.
Okay. Jesus Christ, yo. Do you have it on fan only?
I might have it on fan only.
Oh my God.
I'm drinking for him. Okay, anyways. Reason why Empire Strikes Back is my favorite is because you're depicting.
Haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine? I did. It is phenomenal. Keep spoilers away. Not everyone in chat has seen it, so no spoilers for people who haven't seen it. I have seen it.
In the entire series. I mean, Luke, Han, Darth
but
Vader,
for the sake of chat, not everybody in chat has seen it. No spoilers for Deadpool and Wolverine, or at least keep it spoiler free.
Isn't really a major character in Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, you're talking Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, it tells you how much you're paying attention. Jesus Christ, man.
What's going on? We're talking Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
Take a shot for every single time we hit the table. How to not live. We keep hitting the fucking table. Spoilers, Deadpool's in it. Deadpool's in Deadpool and Wolverine, everybody.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
But Empire, like, those 4 characters have always had a soft spot for me. Like, Bulba is...
Bulba.
Yeah.
Bulba.
Yeah. I mean, like, just good. But, like, when I mean, I really wish the writers would have given him more. Like, he's a good character, but like in the series itself, he's just kind of meh.
Right.
Like, the concept of him, fantastic.
How did anybody
Exactly.
watch
He's a
this
great
stream?
Written idea.
Answer is no
But you
one
get
watched
killed by a
this
blind
damn
guy.
stream. This video is like
You get killed by
5
blonde
views.
Han Solo.
Blind Han.
Blonde Han Solo.
Blonde Han Solo.
Blonde Han Solo. Blonde Han Solo.
What's the
Blonde
joke?
Han Soul. Blonde Han Son. All right,
What's
we
the
need to keep
joke?
this going. Okay, so I mean that's all I really have to say about it. So I mean, if you want to chime anything,
Fuck. What the hell just happened? Shit.
We're here.
already, you have that order up, right? Or
And so before we
What? I'm not be right back. What the hell just happened? I just randomly pressed a button. Shit just happened. Yeah, but do I think it would have been better if Anakin had a red saber fighting against Obi-Wan Kenobi? No. No, because that would raise too many questions. In new Star Wars canon, like apparently, if you watch The Acolyte, there's a scene where a lightsaber bleeds, but with what the character's emotions were feeling, why the fuck wouldn't Anakin's would have bled against Obi-Wan? I think his emotions were pretty fucking high during that fight. I don't see why his lightsaber wouldn't turn red. I think Anakin, if Anakin Skywalker stays blue, I feel like Anakin should have stayed blue. I think it would have been interesting. I think it would have been very shocking to see it turn red. It wouldn't have made sense. Because then Luke's lightsaber, when he first gets it, should also be red. Because the lightsaber crystal would have bled. In original Star Wars lore, it's like because they're synthetic crystals. In new Star Wars lore, it's bleeding old crystals that creates red lightsabers. But either way, it wouldn't have made sense. And so, yeah, not too crazy about that. Old lore is better. Where it's like synthetic crystals. I mean, sure, I enjoy the synthetic crystal approach to red lightsabers. I think the bleeding of it's pretty cool because that leads to white lightsaber blades, which are what Ahsoka uses, and that's my favorite piece of Star Wars lore. So I respectfully disagree. I would say enjoy the bleeding of lightsaber crystals to be more entertaining. I just think it's handled not the best, especially within The Acolyte. I have not watched The Acolyte. I do not plan to watch The Acolyte, but the scenes that I've seen, I sometimes wish I was not a Star Wars fan.
Before we go into this, we earlier today had created tier lists that included every
remember
character
making
that
this.
we can really have the knowledge to talk
Thanks for
about.
the follow, DSADWQ421.
Thank you, DSADWQ421 for following. But earlier today we had created tier lists.
Oh, he
for
just
Star Wars characters
followed
that we
just so we can
felt
follow
comfortable that we
Sir
could
Sub
at
back.
least talk about. And so, going into this, please let us know if you can see this very well. Here is Jack's tier list. We can
That group of
maybe put this
pixels.
in the middle.
yeah, we'll just cover the middle.
Yeah.
If you can't see it, just let us know. We'll.
You can't
do our
see it, not
best.
because of
We'll
the
do our
quality
best
of,
to
not
explain.
because of.
So if you want to get that order for us, and I'll talk a little bit about each one, a little bit. We can
How
keep
could
it like
anybody
20
see it? This
seconds.
is just a.
Yeah.
So
If I had a nickel for every pixel in this screen, I'd have 3 cents.
you have that order up, right? Or
I have your.
I can
list.
kind of tell who everybody is, but that's it.
so
We have multiple tiers. We have an S through F tier with a.
If it
question
did
mark.
become
You
red,
use the question
Obi-Wan
mark
would have chucked
tier.
it
I didn't,
into lava.
so
Maybe, I
would
don't know.
mind that bottom
Overlord Crisis is
blue tier.
bad. I forgot about. This is horrid.
I used
So-
it because there's a couple characters where
I think at the time, because of the quality of the equipment I had, I streamed in 720p. What's this video in? This video goes up to 480p. Why is this only up to 480p? For the record, I stream in 1080 right now. I'm streaming in 1080p. At the time, because of how shit my computer was, I streamed in 720p. Yeah, let's call these videos good. Let's watch 1, maybe 2 Kronk videos. We'll call it a night because I got a pack. Oh, but I do have a spoiler-free Deadpool and Wolverine video out for those who are interested. And here in about an hour and a half will be the not an hour and a half, sorry. 9.5 hours. It'll be the new Avatar trivia. 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. But oldest videos. Let's watch a couple. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, here's Gronk.
I've not heard this since I recorded it.
By Edgar Allan Poe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, there suddenly came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more.
I can do this so much better. All right, let's pull up the Raven. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. All right, The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, there suddenly came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. All right, folks, ready for some content doing? Oh God, yeah. Sorry, I had to show that my Kronk impression has improved. There suddenly became a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. Look at the fucking description. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Growth, the Kronk. I thought I was cooking when I made that description. Why did I turn comments off? Why the fuck did I turn comments off? Why did I turn comments off? I didn't even know they were turned off. I'll be perfectly honest. I genuinely did not know. Like I've told you before, these videos, Anakin kills separatists, edit red lightsaber. There are videos. I believe you that there are videos. The problem is if I look them up, I'll probably get DMC'd because there's music behind a lot of those videos. But oh, the memories. Like this is like the start of the current era. Is like this. This is like the true start of the current era of the channel. Like right over here. And this is all the new stuff. Like, oh man. I'm getting all nostalgic. Sorry, I got all nostalgic there in like last hour and a half, but I had a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna call it there for the day, just because I have to pack, because I have a trip that I'm taking. I have not packed for it yet. I've weirdly packed my comics. I've not packed my clothes. I should probably pack. It's important. So, no stream on Sunday. I am joining Illinois, technically. Illinois is not as bad as Ohio. It's not much better, but it's not as bad as Ohio. I know what to say. But visiting some family I have never met. So we finally go and finally meet some family that I've never had the opportunity to meet. And I still do have a half day of work tomorrow. You live in Illinois? That's right, you're from Chicago. I'm not going to Chicago. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not going anywhere near Chicago. I'm going down like I think it's further south, kind of like center of the state. I want to say. But yeah, I'm not going to be there. You're in Aurora, Illinois. Sorry, Wayne's World just went front and center in my head when you said Aurora, Illinois. That's where Wayne's World takes place. I'm sure you know that, but Wayne's World. Have a great night. Internet's cutting out. Yeah, shit's happening here. So yeah, my stream's crashing.